That's what I'm thinking. because I asked him.
Indeed, never. Reading the wrong one. Where is Pablo?
He left.
We don't know it, Pablo.
No, he went to
We don't,
to
listen.
Minnesota, some snow.
Wait.
He told me he was leaving at 29 when I asked him.
So, the cancer is out of town. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, he's out of
Okay.
You know that for sure?
Perhaps he did.
I hope he has a good time. I'm gonna fire him, and I'm telling you.
You know, he's not gonna fuck with me. I mean, but, yeah, he donates his time, so we can't fire him. I'm not gonna argue.
He doesn't do anything with me.
So we have you.
That's
All he
fine.
wants to do is play with me.
Up there.
Oh, big guy.
Okay, go.
Alright, this is David.
David.
David will hopefully be joining us.
Want you? Michael, she would like juice. Juice.
Oh, yeah.
We need a book. We have
We're gonna do a circle and come back. Come on.
Masha, you call the, please, you call the baby.
Okay.
Running now, let me running now, let me running
That was horrible. That was horrible.
וכן לא ידעו דרכי, אשר נשבעתי באפי, אם יבואו אל מנוחתי. That's the key word. A minor.
Okay.
How about Mizmor LeDavid on this one? Does that work for you, Moshe?
Nothing right now. So, tomorrow night is New Year's. People are never sure what to say from a Jewish perspective. First of all, there are theoretically 5 New Years. There are, in the Gemara, there are 4 New Years. And there's nothing wrong with celebrating this as a way of looking for renewal. It should be something that we do every day. For those who weren't at the Torah class, we're getting toward the end of Bereshit, and there's a theme that's repeated. And the question that came up last night is, what is wrong with the patriarchs? How come they don't learn? It appears as if they're repeating the same mistake over and over. So what's the point? First of all, they are repeating the same mistake over and over. Last night, we were asked, if these people are supposed to be righteous, if these are the people that we look up to, how could they do things that appear to be so ignorant? I mean, look at all of them. The way they showed favoritism, causing jealousy, causing such a problem. We're almost at the end of the Torah, and what does Yosef do? He was a victim of favoritism, blatant favoritism. You have to question what was in Yaakov's mind. Okay, forget the fact that it was the wife that he loves, Bechor, in his mind, and wasn't Leah's children. I know human nature is that there are children that might be more of your liking. You have 2, 3 children, one, maybe you have a closer affinity to it, but you don't show it. You might feel it inside, but you don't show it. So how is it possible that God is showing this over and over through the people that are representing God? It's not to show us that people are perfect. We're not Gentiles. We don't believe in the concept of a perfect human being. The only perfect entity would be Hashem. First is to show that even these people who are amazing, they're fallible. Everyone makes mistakes. Look at the idea of a dimple. When you see someone with a dimple, people say, oh, it's so beautiful, you look great. You look great with the dimple. Look at how cute. Everyone has dimples. People do like that. Everyone speaks about dimples. When I say everyone speaks about them, people don't go around all day speaking about dimples, but when you see someone with a dimple, you'll say, it's cute. The reality is, a dimple is an imperfection. A dimple medically, speaking to Dr. Vaishwandi, who's a dermatologist who does facial surgery, dimples are an imperfection, but we think they're beautiful. Why? It's to teach us that every one of us has imperfections, and you can still learn to see the beauty in each individual, even though they have imperfections. The patriarchs in the Torah, through Yosef, all have major imperfections, but overall, they're amazing. You have to look at life with this hoof on the scale. People have averas, they make mistakes, but what do they do overall? Yosef was favored to where his life was almost destroyed. We'll go into a moment. It's hashkacha pratit. If it wasn't this, we wouldn't have had what we had. In other words, if Yosef was not favored by his father, he wouldn't have been thrown in the pit, he wouldn't have been taken out, he wouldn't have been sold, he wouldn't have wound up in a dungeon in Egypt, and he wouldn't have risen eventually by interpreting the dreams to the viceroy, thus saving everybody and changing the whole course of the existence of Egypt and the future of our people. People look at what's happening in the moment. For Yosef in the dungeon, horrible situation. He thought his life was over. The reality is, the next day, he was in this prestigious position. Nothing that we see in the Torah is an accident. Everything is meant to be. It's a chain of events. Things don't seem to make sense as we're going along, but the reality is, it all makes sense. It's as if we're looking at the back of a needle point. If you're looking at the back of a needle point, nothing makes sense, but God looks at the front of the needle point. God sees the picture, we don't. We see all the strings and colors and they're going in all different directions. It makes no sense. We're human beings. We can't even begin to fathom what Hashem is thinking. We're limited by our intellect. No matter how intelligent we are limited by that level, whatever that might be. The story of favoritism. How could Joseph, after suffering, because he wasn't looking at the chain of events, he was where he was. How could he then give his brother Benjamin a double portion? How is that acceptable? How could he do that after he was the recipient of favoritism and suffered all these things? Forget the end result, that it wound up being okay. He suffered along the way, and then he goes and shows his brother favoritism over the other brothers. Are these fake stories? It makes no sense. What the sense is, we all make mistakes. And God is not showing us perfect human beings, because there are no such thing. God is not showing us in the Torah someone who does everything right, because none of us do everything right. The book of Bereshit teaches that every single human being makes mistakes, but it's what happens overall. And this new year, which is tomorrow, should be the beginning, not of you being perfect, but of accepting your frailties and understanding that in imperfections, like the dimple, there is beauty. That was a very strange way of connecting a dimple to the Torah. But I like my tangents.
Yes, metaphor.
Why aren't you singing?
Yes.
Page 36, yes, or where would you like us to pick it up, Marsha?
Marsha, where are we?
Eso I know D. Oh, no, you want to have me Ladonna, right? No, mismo me da.
Is more
Page 40.
Oh, it's Sadi Katamar, right? Or we'll just get this one. Right?
So far, it sounds good.
Page Sadi Katamar.
44.
Sadi Katamar. Did we make it to the Baruch?
52.
Page 52.
Oh, we gotta get up now. Okay, we rise to the Baruch Hu and then. Please be seated.
Please be seated.
Guys, you can't make noise in here. Marsha,
Tomorrow.
you're slacking up.
I just
72 for Shema Yisrael. Cover our eyes. We contemplate the oneness of God. Shema, Ayu Adonai Asher Elohim Mitzvadecha Hayom Alecha V'shinantam V'nolecha V'dibartam V'shittecha V'reitecha U'lechtecha B'derech U'shavtecha U'mecha What's the matter?
No, they have something different. The Hebrews different.
96 for
Please rise.
Shamro. Please rise with the Shamro.
Just make it a shot.
The Amida now starts on page 110 and it concludes on page 118. This is the central prayer of our service. You can follow the words or simply yourself have your own conversation with God, ask for things, praise, thank.
I have to train them.
Please be seated. Michael is going to come forward. And afterwards, we have Eleno, one is Scottish, and one love.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
We'll all be healthy, maybe wealthy, who knows. But mainly to be well. Tough couple of years, right? Okay.
Young lady,
Wait, listen.
what are you doing? Your daughter
So-
is showing people her undergarment.
As,
No.
so Joseph has revealed himself now, and he's told he's going to bring his family to Egypt. Jacob knows this, so how many people did Jacob bring with him to Egypt? Because we do donuts too. If you get the right answer, you get 2. If you don't, you still get 1. Okay.
Is it 2?
Is it 50? About 50? About 70? Or about 100?
50.
And we have our expert over here, Marcia. Yes,
70.
70. That's right. Now, where when they came to Egypt?
Yes, leave the room.
Young man,
Yes.
there's a time to speak and a time to be respected.
So where did they settle? Okay, did they settle? We know they're in Egypt. Okay, is it Cairo, Gaza, or Goshen?
What was that?
Come on, these are easy. See,
Goshen,
if you paid attention to
Cairo.
my Torah class Thursday
Yes.
night,
What was the
What
question?
tour?
where did they go when they came to?
Where did they settle? Where did they live?
In Goshen, I think.
Yes.
Goshen. Absolutely right. That's in New York too, isn't it? There's a Goshen
Yes.
in New York.
And Illinois.
Absolutely. Now Cairo. All right, let's go on. What was the occupation of those 70 people, or most of the 70 people?
What occupation?
Occupation. What did they do to make a
It's a
living?
job. It's what you do for work.
Were they sheep herders, fishermen, or did they make wells,
Make wells?
water wells?
The first one.
Hmm.
The first one's correct.
That's right, good job, Phoenix.
Give them the answer.
Donuts for Phoenix.
2 donuts.
Okay, Joseph. Yes. It was neat that they were sheep herders because the regular Egyptians worshipped them. So it's good that they were out of the way. They got to do whatever they wanted on their own, and they could eat them or whatever they do as sheep herders do. Joseph.
Also, you can't mix
Yeah, yeah,
cows and sheep.
right. Of course not. I don't know if anyone tried. Joseph gives gifts to all of his brothers. Who gets the most? I'm going to give you 3 of them, okay? Benjamin, Reuben, or Judah.
And who's the youngest?
The youngest.
What did you ask, Phoenix?
What do you think, the youngest or the oldest?
By the way, I said a few minutes ago the answer. It's nice that you know and listens.
The oldest.
Who said Benjamin? You said it, you said it. And you said the youngest one, and that's Benjamin, by the way.
So he gets 3 donuts.
Another one.
No,
3 donuts.
I got 2 and now I get another 2.
Okay, what did Joseph say, ready for this, to his brothers?
I want some and Mom. Which one?
Oh, this.
You ready for this?
Yeah,
Can I go now?
say it.
What did Joseph say to his brothers after he revealed his identity?
I don't know.
Did he say, is this a dream? Did he say, I really look like an Egyptian, don't I? Or did he say, is my father still alive?
Is my
Yes,
father
my father's
still
still
alive?
alive.
My father.
Sure,
Is
he
my
didn't know.
father still
Now,
alive?
like the rabbi says, I mean, that's not really good. He should have known if somehow Joseph should have really, told his brothers, who he was. But and also to know that Jacob, his father, was still alive. He never, it never does. It never says anything in the Torah.
No discussion.
No discussion at all. If the sons were asking for forgiveness for what they did, because it's not brought up at all.
Was I right?
So we don't know if they ever really apologized for any of that.
Was
We're
I
at this
right?
point.
Was I right?
What did Jacob? What did Jacob tell his sons to do on their way back from Canaan? Did he say, while you're going back there, don't argue? Or did he say, study hard? Or did he say,
Someone ask him.
live long and prosper?
live long and prosper?
And the last man.
Hey, wise guy.
No.
Actually, that's right. No, it
Yeah.
isn't. No, no.
No,
That's
study,
right if the
study.
question was start.
Study, right? Study.
No,
I know.
no.
Is it white?
Don't argue. He was afraid that they would fight some more because they're all fighting. And he was trying to bring peace. And he said,
I
please,
got 2 white.
don't argue. Live long and prosper is close, but that's from Star Trek.
3 donuts.
Star Trek. Star Trek.
Michael, there's a hand over here.
Although, you
I see.
know,
No, she's sorry the coin blessing.
Yeah, but, and also they
He
came
was
as
technically Jewish, so.
Not technically, he was Jewish.
Well, I mean, Spock wasn't, Leonard
Spock
Nimoy
was
was.
Jew-
Spock wasn't.
Spock was Jewish.
Last
because
question.
Leonard Nimoy was
I need to get
Jewish. The
this.
planet
What
that he
happened?
came from were all Jews.
I need to get
So what's the
this.
story now with Dinah?
What?
Jacob, we're gonna see, is gonna give blessings to everyone, but he's gonna leave out Dinah. What happened? Do we know?
he was not very
What
nice.
if I get a white? Do I get 4
made.
donuts?
No, this is
You're
after.
about to
This
get
is
no
the
donuts,
end.
be quiet.
The answer is, what happened to Dinah is never mentioned again in the Torah. Just that she came with the group to Egypt. And with that,
You did, that wasn't a question.
Please rise for Eleno.
And brother was
Oh my
because my father come on, let's go get the donuts.
Morning's Kaddish.
Here, Michael.
Okay, excuse me, everyone. Morning's Kaddish. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shemei Rabah. Me'alma dibrach, Hirutei, Me'amli, Malchutei. B'chai Yechon, U'yom Echon, U'v'chayei, D'chol Beit Yisrael. Agala, U'bizman Kori, V'yimru. Yehi Shlomo Rabba, Min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'yimru. Say shalom, b'mruma, say shalom, aleinu, yal Yisrael, b'yimru. Amen. Yes. Yikadav Shemir Rabbah. V'yal Madi Brach, Hirutei v'yamlik malchutei, b'chayachonu v'yimachonu v'chayedi chol Beit Yisrael. V'lav yisman kori v'yimru. Yehesh me'rab mi'barak v'yilam l'mei al-maya. Yitbarak v'yishabak v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnasei. V'yit hadar v'yit daleh v'yit halal. Shemir kudisha. Le'ela min kal brachata v'shirata tush v'chata v'nechamata. Da'amiran v'yalma v'yimru. Yehesh Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru. Osei shalom v'yimru. It was to get to the end because it was left out the first time in the section. Okay. You you have to understand there are people here.
Not so much
Shabbat shalom, beautiful
Especially with this one.
Shabbat. Looking forward to our Rosh Chodesh.
Yes.